In the rolling hills of ancient Judea, a small village thrived under the guidance of a humble farmer named Eliakim. He was known far and wide not only for his abundant harvests but for his warm and open spirit. Eliakim held a deep conviction about the land he tilled, seeing it as a sacred trust from God, meant to be shared and celebrated with others. Every year, Eliakim would open the gates of his farm to travelers from distant lands and villagers from neighboring communities. They would come in droves, drawn not just by the rumor of his lush fields, but by the promise of sharing in his harvest, learning his methods, and experiencing the beauty of creation firsthand. Eliakim believed in the biblical principle of stewardship, understanding that the earth and everything in it belongs to the Lord, and he was merely a caretaker entrusted with its care. He would often quote, "The earth is the Lord's, and everything in it," as he welcomed guests, reminding them that the bounty they were about to experience was a divine blessing. His farm became a vibrant community space where people found rest, rejuvenation, and connection with one another. Visitors engaged in hands-on activities, from harvesting olives to learning how to make bread, all under Eliakim's patient tutelage. In these simple acts, they found joy and fulfillment, realizing the value of labor and the miracle of growth. Eliakim's hospitality was legendary. His table was always laden with freshly prepared food, and no guest ever left hungry. He took to heart the teaching to show hospitality to strangers, understanding that through such acts, some have entertained angels without knowing it. His home was open, his heart was open, and in this openness, relationships blossomed, and the community grew ever stronger. Over time, his farm became more than just a place of agricultural production. It transformed into a center of fellowship and learning, where faith was woven seamlessly into daily activities. Children learned traditional songs of thanksgiving, adults shared stories of God's provision in their lives, and everyone learned about the balance between working the land and resting in God's providence. Through Eliakim's efforts, the village prospered. The farm's model inspired others to similarly open their lands, creating a network of farms where agritourism thrived underpinned by Christian values. These small communities forged bonds that went beyond economic benefit. They were an expression of God's kingdom on earth, manifesting through stewardship and hospitality. At the end of each season, as the last visitors departed, Eliakim would find a quiet moment in his vast fields. Looking over the land, he felt a profound sense of peace, knowing he had been faithful to the task given to him by the Creator. Lesson: through stewardship, provision, and hospitality, the Christian life embodies the call to be caretakers of God's creation, reflecting community and the love of God. As each has received a gift, use it to serve one another, as good stewards of God's varied grace.